Thanks be to God who causes us to triumph. I was able to find some toilet tissue and I was able to find some Lysol. Whoop, whoop. Look at that. Look at this line. And I paid extra for my blue membership, and that's not gonna get me in any faster. So here what? I'm going home because the stress ain't worth it. It ain't. It's wrapped around the building, y'all. And I was here from 7:30 and decided to go to Walmart. Yeah, we're not doing this today. I lied. I need toilet tissue and meat. So I'm gonna humble myself and get in that line. So I was hoping to find some chicken, and as you can see, the chicken is all gone. They do have rotisserie chicken, and I may buy one and cut it up and freeze it. I'm going to get some avocados as well. The large bag, the 5 count, is for $7.68. I love buying my brown eggs from here, and I'm happy to see that they're actually here today. The last time I came, I couldn't find any. Yeah, we're only allowed to get one, so I'm gonna get 1 pack of this that's not broken. I told you guys that I'm a mushroom fan now, and I see this big pack of mushrooms here for $2.94, so I'm getting this. We usually eat these coleslaw veggies cold, and we also stir fry it. So I'm gonna pick up 2 of these, and I like to get the ones from the bottom because those tend to spoil not as fast as the others. So I'm gonna get 2 bags of these. I also buy my spinach here, and it's a whole big bag for $4.98. And of course, I'm going to get it from the bottom here. My husband takes these for lunch, and I add it to my recipes as well. A case of beef burgers because the burgers at Sam's taste really good. But of course, those are all bought out. You're fine. Yeah, there's hot dogs here, but the burgers are all gone. You guys know I like to buy my cauliflower frozen, and happily, I can find them here. $7.98 for a 3-pound bag of frozen cauliflower. So I have a question. I'm a little confused, right? So let's say our case study is about Susie, right? So Susie wears gloves in the supermarket, and Susie touches her groceries with those gloves in the supermarket. Y'all with me? Y'all following me? Susie wears gloves in the supermarket. Susie touches her groceries with those gloves. Susie brings home those groceries and now touches those groceries without the gloves. Were the gloves necessary? It's just a question that's been playing in my mind, because I'm in the store and I understand the mask, because people are still talking in close proximity to other people's faces. I just experienced it. But apart from that, I just couldn't understand how we're wearing gloves in the supermarket. Not we, because I'm not seeing the point of it. We're wearing gloves in the supermarket, touching our groceries with those gloves, and then going home now and touching those groceries without the gloves. I'm not getting it. What my husband has been doing is when we get home with the groceries, anything that he can wipe down, he's been wiping down with a cleaner that we put together with vinegar and other items, you know, that we as West Indians know how to clean our things with. So we clean what we can with that, and then our vegetables and our meat, of course, and other things we wash with vinegar as well, in the way that West Indians do that. But I'm just confused about this glove thing. Y'all using gloves and then touching everything with those gloves. I'm thinking, if you know, how effective is that method of protecting yourself. But whatever gives you peace of mind, you do it. So with the beautiful mushrooms or some of the mushrooms that we picked up at Sam's, I'm going to make a keto vegan burrito bowl. And I'll link a video above to some other recipes that I picked up while I went keto vegan in January. Okay, so I chopped up the mushrooms as I would meat, and I made them into bite-sized pieces. And I also cut up some green bell peppers and some white onions. Now we're going to cook our mushrooms up as we would ground beef. So I'm going to use ghee for some added fat, and I'm going to cook the mushrooms in about 2 teaspoons or so of ghee, and then I'm going to flavor the mushrooms. You don't have to use ghee. You can use whatever oil you prefer. To my melted ghee, I'm going to add my chopped onions, and I'm also going to add my green bell peppers, and I'm going to stir fry them until they're just about caramelized. To my chopped peppers and onions, I'm also going to add some chopped garlic for added flavor. It's good to have that in your oil, as it will flavor your oil and everything else you add to the oil. Now that our onions are somewhat translucent, we're ready to add the chopped mushrooms and let it bathe in all of this flavor that we have going on here. As the mushrooms cook along with our peppers, onions, and garlic, I'm going to season our mushrooms, and I'm going to do so with some taco seasoning that I have on hand. You can make your own taco seasoning if you're worried about being strict keto. I want to make sure that all of our vegetables are evenly coated with the seasoning. So I'm just going to stir it around until everything is about the same color. And then I'm going to let it sit in the seasoning for a little bit, and then we'll be on to our next step. While our mushrooms are sitting on the stove and somewhat marinating in the heat and the seasoning, we're going to start prepping our burrito bowl. So first, I'm going to put some of the rice cauliflower that we picked up at Sam's, and I think I'm going to use about the whole bag. And then I'm going to add our mushrooms that are going to be a meat replacement. And I promise you, you are not going to miss the meat if you season it well with the garlic and the taco seasoning and the onions and the green pepper. It's just so many layers of flavor that you don't miss the meat, and the texture of the mushroom is on point. So please give this a try. I did buy some avocados from Sam's, but they aren't quite ripe yet. So I'm going to use some of the guacamoles that we picked up from our little grocery haul. I will link the video above, and I'm going to add some of this guacamole. I think I used all of it. Yeah, I used the whole container, but to make it cute, I only used like a portion of it in the original bowl. Yeah, so I'm going to add some guacamole to our burrito bowl, but first I'm going to add some salsa, just to make it even cuter and to add even more flavor. You can't go wrong when you're adding the right flavors on top of the right flavors. So now I'm going to put some guacamole on there, and also I'm going to add some jalapenos because you know your girl likes her food spicy, West Indian massive. So yeah, I'm going to add some jalapenos, and then we're going to add some cheese, and you can add the amount of cheese that you would prefer. I added just about a quarter cup of cheese, maybe even less, for the sake of looks. But after, when I started digging in, I actually added even more cheese to it because it just made the bowl even more flavorful, and I love cheese. But yeah, add as much cheese as you feel comfortable with to make this taste like a burrito bowl. So this is our final product. This is our keto vegan burrito bowl. And what makes it keto is the amount of guacamole, ghee, cheese, and all of those higher fat items that we added to the bowl while still getting our proper serving of vegetables for the day. And here you can see it was delicious, and I cleaned that plate up. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. If you aren't a part of the Goody Crew yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can know when I post my future videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.